Our next recipient has been an inspiration to not only her community, but the entire state of North Dakota. Dr. Monica Mayer was a promising basketball player who focused her intensity on education after a knee injury ended her playing days. She not only became a family medicine doctor on her North Dakota reservation, but also a tribal leader.
Dr. Monica's journey in life has been one of dedication and service. Her ability to inspire and lead with empathy and strength is truly remarkable. Her commitment to her community is unwavering. She is a tireless advocate for mental health and addiction recovery. She has been a fierce advocate for prevention, understanding that the root of the crisis lies in early intervention and support. Tonight, you will hear about Dr. Monica's list of many accomplishments and about how she's changed so many lives. I'm going to tell you my story of meeting Dr. Monica when I became First Lady of North Dakota and how she has changed my life. I'll never forget the day I met her at the tribal leadership lunch that the governor and I hosted during our inauguration week in January of 2020. I was moved by her compassion and empathy when she spoke about addiction and its effects on her community. I could relate to what she was talking about because of my own struggle with addiction to alcohol for over 2 decades. Soon after that meeting, I met with Dr. Monica and her talented team of women to learn more about her concerns and her vision for the future. She emotionally explained that her people were dying from drugs and addiction and that she planned to do something about it. Dr. Monica hosted the first annual Good Medicine Summit at MHA Nation in 2017 and gathered experts in the field of addiction and recovery, blazing the trail for prevention, treatment, and recovery in her community. She asked me to speak at that event, and I shared my story of my struggle with the brain disease of addiction. I spoke about my sobriety and recovery and the importance of never giving up hope for recovery. I spoke about how just talking about addiction normalizes the conversation around this disease and helps eliminate stigma so more people will reach out for help and more lives can be saved. In 2017, at our first Recovery Reinvented event, the governor and I recognized Dr. Monica with the Trailblazer Award for her work on addiction and recovery. In 2018, Dr. Monica and her team opened the Door Resource and Recovery Lodge, a recovery community organization where people get help with addiction, find support, services, and resources to help them get back on their feet again. The Door was the first recovery community organization in North Dakota. Dr. Mayer's insights and leadership have inspired countless individuals to seek help and embrace recovery. She has presented me with many beautiful gifts over the years, including handmade jewelry, shawls, and star quilts. The necklace I am wearing at this event tonight is the same one she wore when she spoke at the United Nations about human trafficking and addiction. I will always treasure these gifts. Today, with over 22 years in recovery, I'm so grateful for my recovery and the gifts that I've been given in my life.
Monica, for using your UND degree and your passion to improve healthcare outcomes for the people of the Fort Berthold Reservation. Please come forward to accept your Sioux Award for Distinguished Achievement in Leadership.
Normally, I don't read off of anything and just kind of speak from the heart, but I'm a little bit on the nervous side tonight. Good evening to everybody. I'm Dr. Monica Mayer. My Indian name is Hochbadi Sagesh. That means good medicine in my language. I am an enrolled member of the Mandan, Hidatsa, and MHA Nation, and I'm the oldest child of the late Avis Baker Mayer and the oldest grandchild of the late May Howard Coffey. I was instructed by my grandmother and my mother to introduce myself this way so that the people will know who you are and where you came from, and out of respect for our matrilineal heritage of the MHA Nation people. When I was driving up here, I was thinking about the time that I got to go and speak. It was a real honor to speak at the United Nations in Geneva, Switzerland, and represent the 573 federally recognized tribes speaking about violence against Indian women. And I've received many honors in my lifetime, but I do believe, without a doubt, in my mind and my heart and my spirit, that the UND, University of North Dakota Association, Alumni Association Sioux Award is the greatest honor I have ever received in my life. You know, as I was driving up here from Newtown yesterday, I realized that all of us in this room have something in common, and that's our birth and that's our death. But what we do in between that time is what matters most. And it would be impossible to thank the many, many people that have helped us, each and every one of us, on our journeys through life. And I would like to start out by thanking my mother, the late Avis Baker Mayer, who this medallion was made in her honor, and her spirit is with me today. For I'm sure it was not easy for her to raise 3 little girls in this 1960s and 70s, as volatile as they were, on an Indian reservation with very little money. And she worked hard to make sure, and it was a mandatory thing, you had to go to school every day. You'd almost have to be on your deathbed to miss school. And it wasn't enough for that, the attendance. It was about getting good grades. And it was about making sure you graduated. And it was about making sure that you went to college and made something out of yourself, because it was too hard for little girls to get good paying jobs without an education in the 70s. And so I am eternally grateful to my mother for instilling those values into me when I was a child, even though I didn't like going to school. She always used to say, you know, girls, there's only one guarantee in life that anybody will ever have. For you can lose your home, your land, your car, your clothes, your children, your bank account, but there's no way, not even the federal government, will take away your education. It's the one guarantee you will have in life. And I am eternally grateful for UND giving me that opportunity. I can't forget my German father. And for those of you that are German out there, you will understand what I'm saying. My father, Irvin Mayer, only finished 6th grade, because back in those days, he had to go to work. And so he worked from sunup to sundown every single day of his life till the day he passed. And he used to always say to 3 little girls, me being the oldest, "Come on, Monica, we gotta work, 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 work. When we're done working, we can work a little more." You know why, Monica? Because a little hard work never hurt nobody. I'm sure some of you out there know what I'm talking about. And I'm eternally grateful for my father always instilling in me the concept that if you want it, you have to work for it, because everything in life is about working hard for. And so I had a recipe for my life's journey, and that was an education, pursuing knowledge, 2, working hard for what you want, 3, prayer and faith. And yes, I've had many barriers and difficulties in my life, as we all have. But to get knocked down and brush yourself off and get up and do it again is some of the hardest things to do. I remember in my first year of pre-med, I came here to UND. I got a D in Chemistry 101. And it haunted me for years. But I got up and brushed myself off, and here I am, having the fortune to have served many, many people and cared for them, and would have not have been able to do had I given up because I got a D in Chemistry 101. So, you know, UND opened the door for me for many opportunities. And I'm eternally grateful. And I'm very fortunate to have come into UND at a time when the university supported the InMed program, Indians into Medicine. And what a wonderful program that is, and UND is the only one that I'm aware of who has ever done anything like that in the entire United States, and has produced hundreds and hundreds of doctors, nurses, and other healthcare allied professionals to go out into the reservations and try to do and work and care for the people of our homes. And that's exactly what I did. You know, after 20 years of, medical school was not easy for me. It was very difficult. And I have with me today many of my friends and colleagues who helped, and we of course, we had to have our fun together here too, And Dr. Tom Walker, UND graduate from the University of North Dakota, is here with me today, and my relative. Jan Morley graduated from law school when I was in medical school. We were roommates together. She is here with me together. And Dr. Nordell, my longtime mentor, who's helped me get through the medical school process and get out into practice. And my children, little Monica, Lexi, and Nathaniel. And I'm so honored that they've all come here to be with me on this very special day. For without them, we would not be able to achieve the dreams and journeys that we all want to be on. And so, I practiced medicine for almost 25 years, almost all in North Dakota, and on much of it on the Indian Reservation. For the quality of life is much less than what it is on the non-reservations. And so I am honored to have helped instill and push children from all over this great state of North Dakota to pursue an education. And I tell kids all the time, even in the schools today, you have to go to school every day, you have to work hard for what you want, and no drugs. And my community members, I tell them, the Lord is first. Our family is second. and serving others is third. So it's a little hard work. As my father said, never hurt nobody. Working as a physician is an honor, a privilege, but it is very hard and difficult. And so after 20 years, I retired from medicine and I ran for tribal government office. And in 2016, the same year that Governor Burgum ran, I won for the North segment, which is Newtown area for my nation, MHA, Mandan, Hidatsa, and Arikara. We have 7 tribal government elected officials, and I'm one of those 7. And I was the very first woman ever to win office in my segment, North segment. And you know, it's not just being a minority. It's not just being a woman that makes things hard. It's kind of fun and challenging because who doesn't enjoy a good debate every now and then, right? So of course I had my barriers and turmoils with the government trying to run things because women's eyes see things differently than men's eyes do in government. And so after 4 years, I decided, well, I'm gonna run again. So in 2020, during COVID, I ran again, and I won in a landslide decision for my community. So I'm very proud of that, and made history with the landslide, because Newtown is too hard to win if you have a big family to get you in. You can't do it that way. And I'm proud to say today that 10 days ago, I ran for my 3rd term, and I won in a landslide by 55%, and am the first woman to ever win 3 consecutive terms. And you know what? The truth of the matter is I never knew anything about what politicians do, and I'm getting kind of good at it now. And I believe that the skills that I learned here, you know, because health, education, law enforcement, and economics are the 4 pillars of every community. And I got a strong enough education here at UND to help apply those skills to the skills of being in government and in office. And so I attribute those also to UND for arming me with the education that I needed to pursue helping others in need and leading and inspiring as many as one can do so. And so with that, I would like to thank everybody for this opportunity. It is the greatest honor of my life to be a University of North Dakota Alumni Association Sioux Award recipient. And I thank everybody for coming out tonight, and God bless everybody. God bless UND, and thank you for listening to me. Mads Gadads Gowitz.